first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take you shopping for something to wear. I'm gonna get your hair done, get your nails done, pick you up in my double R. Probably got 1,000 roses in the Rolls Royce. After that, I mean, shit, we gonna just go.
Cap. To a woman that has her head on right, cares about more than just material possession, that should be insulting to her intelligence, bro. Like, you don't think she cares about other things than just material possessions? Like, she doesn't have any actual interests, feelings, and desires? Like, she's not an actual person with her own thoughts and opinions? Like, come on, bro. This is just so fucking lame. It's like, blah, it's bland, bro. It's like plain yogurt.
Damn. Set your alarm, aren't you hungry?
A panderer, he's a pander bear, is this clip.
Date them all and make the best provider win. And the only men that have a problem with this are the manipulators, the narcissists, the compulsive liars, the men that want you to provide for them. And to the women that say, well, I can't juggle 5 men at a time. You were dealing with a complete narcissist. This man had 5 different personalities. Every day you woke up, you see a different version of this man. You can date a different man every day of the week. Date every single one of them and may the best provider win.
And he's a man, so he should know, as a man, that's not how that shit work. Why would I compete for one woman who's, when I became something and made myself something and created this lifestyle and accumulated all this wealth and became somebody, compete with other men for a woman that already can't make up her mind, when I could just go and get another woman that already did make up her mind about me? You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't make nobody stay in my life that didn't want to stay in my life, bro. Even if I really did love them, care about them, even if I really wanted them to be there, if they don't want to be there, I'm not finna make them stay, bro. You know what I'm saying? If she wants to go wander somewhere else, I'ma let her. Go let her wander, bro. I already did what I needed to do to get another one. I got her. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't the first, she not gonna be the last. But if she wants to be there, she gonna be there, bro. You know what I'm saying?
If this isn't sweet talk, pander talk, telling women what they want to hear type of talk, I don't know what is. Cause look, I can respect someone who dishes it out to both genders equally. But when it's so obvious that you're trying to gain favoritism from one gender, your intentions become clear as day. And look, I already know what some of you guys might be thinking. This is all internet BS. There's no way anyone would actually buy into this sort of thinking. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you'd be absolutely wrong. You see, all a guy has to do is get online and make this sort of video.
Y'all know it's niggas out here really buying girls food, paying girls rent, real deal, paying for girls beauty maintenance, real deal, like, real deal. I'm niggas. Stay legendary.
And then you'll have women in the comments eating it up. May your money flow like a river. Hi king, you good? You ate today? The only type I date. I know some soldiers in here, they want to spend that on me. His inbox has to be going crazy right now. Yeah, I'm never settling till I find the one. My sugar pop is all the way in Canada sending me money. They're literally eating this shit up. And you see, these pander bears don't just come leading with.
Alright, they can put comments in the comment section on the internet, but we're talking about real life. Are women really going for dudes like this, bro? Like, are they really entertaining this man in real life? Or is he getting anything out of it that he actually wants? Like, or is this just all strictly some internet stuff?
Money. They also have other tricks. There's other archetypes. There's other categories of pander bears. Not all of them sell this financial fantasy. Some of them use enticing words. For example, like Medusa's judgment. His whole thing was painting men out to be these evil beings that were just irredeemable. And I genuinely feel like with him, he targeted a very specific audience. Women who were probably leaning towards being misandrous. Because no one besides a misandrist or a woman who's been severely traumatized by men would subscribe to an idea like this.
So if they was really misandrous, right, then they wouldn't like him, even if he's saying something that they like to hear. That means they're not true misandrous then, right? It's just like that episode of the Boondocks where Uncle Ruckus had this country artist who was supposed to be racist, but he befriended Uncle Ruckus because in his eyes, he was the one good one, the one good black man, right? And Uncle Ruckus didn't like him because he said, "You're not the racist that I thought you was because you like me, a black man," right? That ain't that the same concept with the misandrists that subscribe to a man that says hateful things towards men? Or I ain't even gonna say hateful, but things that a misandrist will want to hear about men. Wouldn't that make them like not a true misandrist? Or am I reading too much in it?
Ask a man if he would rather be in the woods with the woman or with the bear. He gonna say a woman every single time. And do you know why a man is gonna say
Because that's common fucking sense. You ask a man if he would want to be in the woods with a woman or a bear. Yes, I'm gonna say a woman if we gonna be in the woods. Otherwise, we gonna be at home at the crib, bruh. DoorDash and some shit.
Every single time?
Why would a man in his right mind say, I would rather be in the woods with a bear? Bro,
he got free reign.
And the reason why that clip looks so tacky is because I literally had to combine 2 videos from other people's stitches because all his original content was deleted. He was banned from the TikTok platform. But back to the clip though, this guy really tried to make the point that the most important reason, the number 1 reason why a man would choose to be with a woman in a forest instead of a bear is because he wants to essay her. Not because, you know, the bear is a wild animal that has claws and fangs and weighs several hundreds of pounds. A literal
look, shit, if it's that big of a deal and I gotta be in the woods, I'd just rather be in that bitch alone. If y'all trying to make that case against me, like, look, just let me be alone. I'll figure the rest of the shit out. Like, come on, bro.
Machine. But all that aside, it also says so much about his audience that he thinks he could post something like this and his audience will buy it. Like, I'm genuinely concerned about the survival skills of the women who tuned into him, believed the things he said, and didn't see any red flags. Because a lot of times when a guy just seems too perfect, when he has all the right answers, that's the guy you should watch out for the most. Because that means he has a perfect read on you. That means he understands your psychology. He understands how a woman's mind thinks and functions. And that's exactly what puts him in an optimal position to manipulate you. And you know, luckily he got exposed because his ex-girlfriend got online and did a 3-part series exposing him for who he truly is.
He comes into my room and he's holding my roommate's 3 kitchen knives, large kitchen. He's saying someone is going to, you know what, tonight. Someone's gonna, tonight. And by the time it takes me to get to my balcony to try to unlock my balcony door, then unlock my screen door, he already has me by my shirt, pulling me back into my apartment, choking me because he's grabbing so hard on my shirt. I'm asking him, please let me go. Please get off of me. He's refusing.
And the crazy thing is, even after being exposed, the manipulation didn't stop. Dude literally tried to sit here and frame it like, oh, this is a thing I used to do in the past. Yes, I was a demon, a horrible person, but that was in the far past, you know, 3 years ago. I'm not that person anymore.
I am admitting to being abusive. 2-3 years ago, I dealt with a woman who lived in Seattle. She just came out with a video saying that I was verbally, mentally, and emotionally abusive.
See, but he would have never came out with that if she didn't expose him. You know what I'm saying? What's the pattern with all of these internet panderers that I've noticed? They all get exposed for either being a cheater, some sort of abuser, or something, bro. All of them end up getting exposed, bro. They take the Derek Jackson route. I seen a girl post a video of Derek Jackson with the caption, something about, and I can't believe I actually trusted him. It's like, shawty, you couldn't, like, come to that conclusion without him being exposed for infidelity. Like, you couldn't see what he was doing. Like, even if a woman got online and started pandering to men, I'll be able to look at it, and I might like hearing the things that she says, but I could still tell that it's pandering. I could still tell that she's trying to pander to me, patronize me, insult my intelligence. It's like, why are you doing this, shawty? You know what I'm saying? You could tell the difference between somebody who's speaking out of love and genuine concern versus somebody that's just talking, just to sound like they saying something that you want to hear, bro. It's like, y'all women can't tell that, bro? Because I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that it's that easy to manipulate a woman, bro. Because I know y'all are smart. You know what I'm saying? I just from being around y'all all the time, I know y'all not stupid, bruh. Like, come on, man.
She is telling the truth. She is 100% accurate. Everything she is telling is 100% true. I have been
and like, I ain't trying to be this nigga. I ain't trying to sound effed up, but Buddy kind of funny looking. Like, y'all going for this, bro? y'all going for this, man?
Absolutely terrible man. No, this is not about she spilled the tea. I am happy that she is sharing her negative experiences about me. I want her to. I have been a very, very, very extremely demonic and terrible man in my past.
Bro really thought that acting happy that he got exposed was gonna somehow help his case. Like, no nigga, you got exposed and you're trying to do damage control. And the next panda bear on this list might be an even bigger clown. We got a guy by the name of Derek Jackson who uses his looks and enticing words to captivate women, literally selling them the fantasy of this perfect husband.
Look, sis, don't let no man convince you that by you holding him accountable for his actions, you're bringing stress and drama and being negative. If he was not ready for the responsibility of loving you correctly, he should have never signed up for it. You didn't make him hop in your DMs or stop you from what you was doing to ask you.
And let's take a quick
look. And the thing about Derek Jackson is he had a lot of good points. Like, I'm not gonna act like Derek Jackson didn't have no good points. The problem is all of his points took complete accountability away from the woman. Just even what he just now said, you was just minding your own business. He slid in your DMs. All right. How many dudes slide into a woman's DMs all the time, bro? How many of them dudes is she ignoring? How many of them dudes is she entertaining? How many of them dudes that she's ignoring that actually want to treat her right? But she doesn't pick those dudes. She picked the ones that she wants, bro. And those are dudes that she entertains. And a lot of times they end up doing her dirty. But the ones that she never opened their inbox or replied to it, left them on red, left them on scene, those was the dudes that really wanted to queen her life up. You know what I'm saying? Those was the dudes that wanted to treat her right and do all of these things that women say they want. That women say they want, right? But they never give those dudes a chance, bro. And I'm not saying they got to give every nigga a chance. I'm just saying, bro, it's accountability on the woman's part too.
The comments, amen, amen, amen. Exactly what I need to hear. Put this on his motherfucking damn For You page now.
And no man plays the victim better than the one who caused the damage. He'll dysregulate your central nervous system and then claim you always disturbing his peace.
Some of y'all ain't gonna like this, but ghosting a girl who did nothing to deserve it is emotional abuse.
Yo, the sad music in the background is killing me, bro.
Never underestimate how fast.
Hey, bro, emotional abuse is crazy. Because if you a woman, you probably don't even know the amount of dudes that you ghosted, bruh. You know you ghosted a bunch of niggas, bruh. Come on, bruh. And it's one thing to be ghosted. It's another thing to be blocked, bro. And not even know why. Like, damn, shawty, what she blocked me for, bruh? Like, what the fuck? I thought everything was good, man. Now I'm blocked all of a sudden. I'm unfollowed on Instagram. All of that shit, bro. Like, emotional abuse, is that what that is? Because niggas done been ghosted. Niggas done been blocked. Niggas done been unfollowed. So can I consider that as emotional abuse? Like, come on, bro.
The woman will cut you off for making her feel like she's begging for your love.
I'm convinced bro literally works out to get a pump before he makes his videos, bro. I genuinely would not be surprised if he does that.
Her anger ain't even anger. It's built up hurt. Because women don't just wake up angry.
Brother.
They slowly drown in ignored feelings until that emotion erupts.
Then we got these hurt women in the comments trauma dumping. Then they call us toxic after taking us for granted. That line about ruining my mental health to stay a little longer hit me hard. Exactly. Yo, whose grandma is this? He did everything he promised he wouldn't. Another grandma. The moment she becomes silent after all the time when she was angry, that's the moment when she is done and ready to let it go. And here's the kicker. This guy literally cheated on his wife. You cannot make this shit up, bro. Talk about right message, wrong messenger.
Okay, so part of the recovery process where we were in the program for infidelity and all that is discovery.
And his wife look good as a bitch right here too, man. She pretty, man.
And in Discovery, it's like we've trickled out a lot of information. Now it's time to go to level 0, ground zero, they call it. And so we had,
or ex-wife.
He had to make a list of women, so everything that he could recollect, and there was nearly 100 women on there.
I genuinely don't know when women are gonna learn that these pander bears, these guys who are selling these fake fantasies and have these enticing words, will 99% of the time just be frauds. I think nowadays women are so caught up in this idea of finding a man that will secure their financial future, of finding a provider, that they would actually buy into this type of delusion. They want to believe so bad that this ultra wealthy man that has life figured out, that's perfectly chivalrous, is a provider, protector, is just gonna magically choose them out of the bunch and only have eyes for them because somehow they're so special and different from the hundreds of thousands of other beautiful women. I'm sorry to break it to you, but that's not how things work most of the time. And if you grew up a Disney kid, that's basically the Sophia the First, Cinderella, fantasy fairy tale storyline. But that's the thing. It's a fairy tale fantasy, meaning the shit is so unlikely to happen that it's fantastical. And for anyone wondering, fantastical literally means imaginative, remote from reality. And look, again, there's nothing wrong with having high aspirations, but this sort of mindset becomes harmful, becomes a detriment when you have young women thinking like this and upholding this sort of standard for themselves.
How much a man gotta make for you to take them serious? How much a month? Over 6 figures a month. I was just about to say, yeah, she's high maintenance, y'all, so I'll do over 6 figures a month.
I already covered this video, bro, but I'll make the same point again, bro. The only reason women feel comfortable getting on the internet and saying this is because they know other women will support it. Of course, a very attractive girl is not gonna get on the internet and set her bar low. She's gonna get on the internet and say the highest number she could think of. Because, for multiple reasons. One, because it sounds impressive to other women. Two, because it's some nigga out there that's gonna be willing to do it. They're gonna be willing to pay that price, bro. Like, imagine as a dude getting online and saying, on a scale of 1 to 10, how attractive do you want your girl to be? And he get on there and say, man, a 5 cool. Like, no, niggas is not gonna say that, bro. Unless they really fuck with 5s. A nigga gonna say, man, I need at least a 9. You know, a 10 would be great, but a 9, at least 8 at the lowest, right? 8, 9, 10, right? That's the equivalent of when girls get on the internet and say they need a man to make 6 figures a month. A month. Not a year, a month, nigga. Come on, bro. Of course they gonna say the most ridiculous thing they could think of. That's why I'm like, bro, it's no point in even getting mad at this no more, bro.
I think I should do that.
Unfortunately, a lot of young ladies look up to these bird brains and have this sort of mindset. A man has to make at least $100,000 a month to be taken seriously, just to be taken seriously. And look, I'm not trying to poop on anyone's dream of finding this Prince Charming, ultra wealthy, handsome guy who's gonna, you know, just come in and swoop this random pretty girl and change her life and take care of all her needs. But I genuinely want y'all to be realistic. If we really sat down and thought about it, most guys these girls age, because they seem to be in their teens, maybe early 20s, will not have that type of money. So automatically, by process of elimination, the type of guys that these girls will be dealing with will probably be significantly older men. That's how we got situations like rapper Boston Richie literally grooming a girl who was underage at the time, Tatiana Chanel.
But you were dating like an 18-year-old chick, right?
Yeah.
You guys broke up?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the big deal? You're a kid. You're like 23 years old, right?
Nah.
How old are you?
I don't know. It really wasn't no big deal. It's just motherfuckers.
But people were like making a big deal that you're dating an 18-year-old?
Yeah. But it really wasn't nothing like.
But how old are you?
27.
I mean, you know, Tiger. Hey man, I tell you what Tiger was doing. Tiger was Tiger for real. Kylie Jenner when she was a guy.
And you know it's bad when his only response is to bring up Tyga and Kylie Jenner. He really said, yeah, your situation is bad, but at least it wasn't as bad as this one.
Could you say any lesson you learned from dating someone that young? Like maybe they're just not like, stay away? It didn't work out, obviously.
I don't know, man. I just be, I don't really know. I just do, me personally, like, whatever I like doing, whatever I feel like doing, I do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really learn lessons from situations, right?
And mind you, this was public information, but at the time, because he was buying her things and he was giving her so much money, her and other bird brain girls were literally supporting the relationship. To this day, there are still women who are applauding her behavior. They're talking about she got 3 businesses, 2 luxury cars, her rent paid for the next year, and hella wires and bags, plus she had a plan and she executed. Mom,
see, I told you, bro, it's always a dude out there willing to do it, willing to pay, bro. She got her whole life funded at least for a good year. For what, bro? For what, dog? Hopefully she do something smart with it. Hopefully she take this and use it to her advantage, bro. Like, you don't have to worry about rent for a year. What else he said? He said a lot. Hold on.
were applauding her behavior. They're talking about she got 3 businesses, 2 luxury cars, her rent paid for the next year, and hella wires and bags, plus she had a plan and she executed. Mama raised her right. This is the only comment I agree with. That's low-key such a miserable way to live though. Like, you put yourself through all them years and things for materials. And this seems to be her present state.
Bruh, these women do not care. These women don't care about morality. They don't care about none of that shit, bro. They care about results. What can you do right now? What can you do for me right now? That's all these women care about. Like, these women, these particular types of women.
That whole situation wrapped up.
Like 2.5 years. No, Tati, I don't know how you did that hard time, baby. I can't pass 2.5. Like, I don't even think I made it past 2.5, but like I said, I was just
And just listen how she's talking about it, bro. I made it 2.5. Like, you made it? What you mean? You didn't love the dude? You didn't love that dude, bro? What you mean you made it? Man, I can't believe you put in that hard time. I don't think I could have did it, girl. Come on, bro. We talking about a whole person here with feelings, bro. I'm pretty sure that man had feelings for it. A man not finna spend that type of bread on a woman. He don't got feelings for it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. I find it hard to believe she didn't have some sort of feelings for bruh. Even if it wasn't equal to his, I'm pretty sure she had some type of feelings for bruh.
when you have a plan, you execute that plan. You was looking like I was just there.
I'm telling you, it's all internet stuff, bro. They know the camera's right here. They gotta perform for the camera, dog. They gotta look good in front of other women. That's what they care about more. They care more about looking good in front of other women more than they care about you as a man or your feelings or what you care about. They don't give a damn what you care about, bro.
Christina, I was just there. What kept you in that relationship then? I'll fuck with your chain. I'll put gas around your neck. I'm a BB every chain. What the fuck are you talking about?
And look, you literally cannot make this shit up. Even after all these things came out about Boston Richie, him being a PDF, him being a rat, to this day, you go to his comments, there are women in there who are begging to be chosen. I need a Boston, hold the DV though. Y'all not tricking like Boston. Love me some Boston Richie because baby, can you help me? Oh my God, I love me a trick. Hey, I'm just need things paid for.
What I tell you, bro? They don't care about no morality, bro. What can you do for me right now?
And honestly, I'm not surprised that this sort of pandering loser who leads with his pockets would hit on younger girls. Because a lot of times that's the only option they have. Because when they get in front of a real woman with her head on straight, these little tricks, these superficial materialistic gestures, they don't amount to much. And they can't use them to control these women. So they easily get exposed for what they truly are. Losers. You know the thing I love about the internet? I don't just gotta explain this to you guys. There's almost always an example already up online. So if you're not already informed about it, there's this YouTube dating show where people pop the balloon if they're not interested in an individual. The host asks some questions, and then if the person answers in a way that doesn't please the contestant, then they have the option to go up to that person and pop their balloon. Roll the clip.
For me, a perfect date, first thing I'm gonna do, pardon my voice, man.
Yeah, bro, this nigga's a lame dog. Come on, man. What are we doing, bro? Your face should not have this many corners, dog. There's too many corners on your face, bro. This Beijing is crazy, dog. I'm not against Beijing. I just don't like it when it's obviously like Beijing. Like, I don't know, man.
First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take you shopping for something to wear. I'm gonna get your hair done, get your nails done, pick you up in my double R. Probably got 1,000 roses in the Rolls Royce. After that, I mean, shit, we gonna just go.
Cap. And look, bro, to a woman that has her head on right, that has intelligence, that, you know, cares about more than just material possession, that should be insulting to her intelligence, bro. Like, you don't think she cares about other things than just material possessions, bro? Like, she doesn't have any actual interests, feelings, and desires. Like, she's not an actual person with her own thoughts and opinions. Like, come on, bro. This is just so fucking lame. It's like blah. It's bland, bro. It's like plain yogurt, bro. You know what I'm saying? And there's women out there that would go for this, bro. But like a actual grown, mature woman, and it don't even got nothing to do with age. Just maturity, bro. A mature woman hearing this, bro, will probably turn her off, dog.
Today, you know what I'm saying? Nah, for real. So we gonna just go with the day. That's if we in the city. If we not taking no trip, like I said, I'm pick you up, double R, roses, all that, the whole thing. You done got your hair done, nails done, you dressed to impress, whatever. We both looking good. We gonna go out to eat, fine dining. We might go to a club, and pop shit, have fun. And then after that, you know, we might just go get some massages or something like that. I think that's a perfect date.
Okay. You know who balloons you gonna pop already? Okay. Why did you have your balloon unpop?
I was really just being entertaining, for real.
Okay. So
I'm just keeping it real.
why were you going to pop his balloon?
Just because it was like the stuff he mentioned, like the the need to like mention like the brands, cars and stuff like that. It's not really necessary to get a woman or to get me at that for that matter. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm more laid back than that.
You said if it's my girl and we're in a relationship.
That's fine, but it's like you could have said I'm gonna pick you up, like I'm gonna pick you up in this or not. It's a kind of right.
I'm gonna keep
That's
it real.
I see that's your style. You look pretty flashy, like that's your style probably.
It's cool. I'm just saying I wouldn't have dated you anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he still had his balloon though. See what I'm saying, bro? This shit is corny, dog. It's performative. It's for the internet, bro. Like, and it is people walking around like that in real life that really think like this, man. But it's all performance.
The makeup on your shirt.
Yeah.
And you got like lipstick on your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you got like a blood clot in your eye.
Yeah.
So
I'm a barber and some hair got in my eye.
I'm not trying to be funny.
It's just like
I was just paying attention.
you saying things that don't add up to nothing else.
No, I was just.
But it was
exactly. Hold on. Exactly, bro. It doesn't add up to anything. What are we doing all this for? You know what I'm saying? What's the purpose? What's the point? What are we trying to do? We just spending money, wasting time, like.
Wait a minute.
ready?
Let her come back. You said it's giving what?
Fugazi.
You see how when women don't fall for their material possessions, they don't have any answer beyond that. Their whole personality is their wallet. No substance, no personality, just surface level and extremely superficial. These guys are used to what you would call pay to play. The women they're used to dealing with live their life and operate like glorified sex workers. They're used to women whose thought process is, if you can't pay for anything, you can't gain access to my time. And
I'd rather have a woman respect me first, bro. Respect over everything. It's like you get a better version of that woman, bro. She likes you. She respects you, bro. You'll get a better version of her.
I think this next clip best explains the detriment of dealing with these men who are wallet first, everything else later. Now the clip is long, but I genuinely could not have explained it better than Auntie did.
It is dangerous to teach young women.
Hey, bro, I'm tired of seeing this lady, bro. This lady been on the internet for a long time.
especially young women under the age of 28, to be asking men for money, to require and expect money from men. It puts these young women in precarious situations. Most young women have not developed enough life experience, wisdom. The frontal lobe is not even developed. And so these attitudes I see a lot of older women espouse around men should give you money. Your existence, your beauty is value enough for that man to pay you. If he's not giving you money, then what's his use? That's problematic to teach the young girls, because most young girls do not have the experience to navigate men.
All right, bro, I can't look at this lady, bro. I ain't trying to be mean or nothing. I think we get the point, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man or not.
Now, y'all can't tell me she didn't cook. But with that being said, though, if you made this problem.
Let me see what y'all talking about in the comment section, bro. I ain't know this video was this long, man. The devil can be beautiful. That's the deception right there. Temptation comes in the form of things that we desire physically. They sound crazy, like, hey ladies, come get this free money. It's free, just come get in my van. If Cash App is your power, what are you without it? This is a topic that needs to be discussed, bro. That's what he did in the video, my nigga. But look, man. Y'all like the video. L-I-K-E, like the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Y'all be safe. I'm out.
Bruh, you recording?
There's some real shit going on outside. And we in here talking about bullshit.